Right now, I'd like to invite you to stand on a feeling that feels like where you are right now.
We'll take the same feeling?
Yeah, absolutely. And a sentence or two about why you're standing where you're standing, popcorn style. Not everybody has to share. When you're warmed up. In second round, when we work with the warm-up, share when it's up here and you're warmed up and you want to say it.
I'm feeling very, very cautious and just reluctant because this is such an unusual and different experience. Not sure how I feel. I'm kind of holding a lot of feelings in.
Thanks.
Well, I'm on the other, and I'm feeling similar to Stephen, but I'm feeling quite curious because I have no idea how this is going to transpire and what feelings it may kick up for me myself. So I'm just really curious.
Move to another question. What feeling do you have trouble feeling? What feeling do you like to kind of block or avoid feeling? What do you know? What do you avoid feeling? What do you not want to feel? What feeling you want to keep at a distance? Okay, who's warmed up?
Rage is the one that I don't. Well, I'm smiling often. That's what I do. That's actually when I feel rage, I smile. It's one of my mechanisms. I instantly go to something like as far away. If I don't want anyone to think like I'm not rageful. But it's even just difficult just saying it and sort of standing in it. And it seems to be connected to so many other things: sadness and resentment. It's like a swirling sort of a sensation, sad, and even joy, sadness, anger, resentment, joy. Rage is just like,
Thanks, Sam.
As I was standing here, I was realizing I just lost one of my coworkers, died suddenly, and that's very much present with me too. And you know, I'm kind of annoyed that I'm here right now because I'm very much somebody who I'd rather feel rage than nothing, you know, and I want to be able to identify my feelings and to articulate them. So, you know, I want to avoid being numb, you know, and I spent many years in this place, and it's very uncomfortable.
Well, I'm having a lot of trouble coming to terms with fear. My life has been run by fear. My decisions, really significant decisions like getting married were run by fear. And I'm aware that I spend a lot of my time being vigilant about avoiding fear, which means avoiding a lot of the time other people's feelings. I'm spending a lot of my time being afraid of other people's rage, but of other people's sadness too. You know, so very strong emotions from other people. I find I have to protect myself from, and it's just such a cage. This fear thing is such a cage that I know that I've self-medicated over big time.
Thanks. Whoever feels like it, whoever's warmed up, doesn't have to be everybody.
I will share. When I first heard the question, I heard it as, which of these feelings do you avoid? And I couldn't decide because there's a lot. And then you reworded the question, and it was which of these feelings do you have the most difficulty with? And this was very apparent. And I'm not sure why, but I know that that is definitely one of the ones. Loneliness could hit me so quickly and just so deep. And so, but it was interesting how everything was a blur, and then I reworded it. This stood out.
People know.
Yeah, that was the same thing for me, because I heard the difference in how the question was presented. And my first response was the one that I am probably more afraid to express, would be the sadness and anger, but then when it was switched the other way, it would be the fear and the anger that are difficult. I'd like to be able to express, but I don't. Like, I'd like to get real angry. I'd actually like to go to rageful and try it out for a while, but I don't go there, and I don't go to sadness. I don't cry easily. So I would really like to be able to do that, it's difficult. And I do avoid the fear thing, though. When I get afraid, it's like I get busy, I get joyful, I get spiritual, and I don't go towards spiritual.